Right, I want to talk to you about infectious bronchitis in chickens. So, I've been waiting for one of my birds to get sick, which is a stupid thing to say, but this one's off from the farm today. We've got 2,000 hens roughly, and this is the only one that's sick, right? So, how you can spot it, this is in its early stages, so the chicken, I spotted it early and you get it out of there. That's the key to it. So, can you see it's got a frothy mouth, right? And its eye is blocked. Its eye is a bit blocked up. There you go, look. Sorry about the video action, because I have to hold the phone. So you can see the bubbles on its eye. It's got little bubbles on its eye. Its nose is blocked, and what's happening there is it can't breathe. And their eye and the nose and the mouth are all joined together. You can see it's only opened its mouth a little bit, so this is like the early stages, right? So I'm going to show you what I do, and it's really easy to treat. If you go to the vet's going to charge you, I don't know, 60, 70 quid to see you, then another 20 quid, 30 quid, 40 quid for your medication. You don't need it, right? This is what to do with your bird. Feel its neck. Feel its neck in there. This is what kills birds more than anything, right? So it's not eating. You can feel in its crop there, there's nothing. There's a little bit of something, but not. You can feel its neck all the way up. Be gentle with it. Right, what I do, I get a chemical off eBay called Tarlacin. There's Tarlacin and there's doxycycline, amoxicillin, all them things. You can buy them off eBay, off Wish, off AliExpress, and it's about 50 times cheaper than it is from a vet. And I know I'm not a vet, so take your birds to the vets. But I've been to the vets over the years and years, and I've picked up the information, read the books. So yeah, so I spotted this at the farm and I thought it'd help other people, right? So what I do, hold this, Angel. Got my little girl to hold the phone. We're not very professional YouTubers, right? Hold it there now. Right, what I do, I get a jug, and this has got Tarlacin dissolved in it. So in this jug, I've put 4 grams. Whoa, steady. 4 grams of Tarlacin, right? So what I do, open its slimy beak. Let me just get a rag. Sorry, I do real world YouTube videos. I'm not a YouTuber, I don't get paid, unfortunately. Just a normal backwards farmer. Right, so give it its mouth and nose a clean. Don't need to go crazy. Right. And like I said to you, it wasn't eating or drinking. So keep your finger in its mouth. I put 4 grams of whichever antibiotic I can get in a jug. Its nose is so sloppy. So I've brought it in from the farm. I brought it in from the farm. I'm in my dressing gown. Right, so I get this, and this bird fighting is a good sign, right? I just give it a little tickle like that. Let it drink what it wants, because this has got extra antibiotic in it. This full jug will make a full drinker. So what I do is, just to get it going with its first dose, I give it a bit extra. So this just helps it. So if it's not drinking, which a lot of birds don't eat or drink, so give it a minute. It's feisty, so that's a good sign. 1 minute. I need to invest in some proper camera gear, I think. Cause I use my phone for my videos, and I don't edit anything. It's all live, right? So as you can see there, hold its beak on with your thumb. Put your hand on the other side like that. Just give it a little drink. Let it take what it wants. That's it. Just let it take what it wants. And this is just giving it a boost. So this is just giving it a little boost, and it's not been eating. So again, give it a minute. And this is probably 3 or 4 times the dose it would be written on the parcel when you buy your medication. Right, so once that's done, just turn it over there. I'll put this into that, what's left into there, and then I'll stick this bird in a cage on its own. And then it'll be all right. But you need to catch it early, and you need to make sure the bird has got access to food and water. And what you can do if your bird is sick, right? And I'm sure people are going to give me a lot of hassle for it or whatever and say I'm wrong, but they need energy. So like when a person's sick, if you just use that what you do for a person, for a bird, so you would have like Lucozade, stuff like that, which is glucose. You're turning that way, Mark, turn this way. So you put glucose and stuff like that, so you can give it water with a bit of glucose in it. Don't put house sugar in it, that's no good. Just put a bit of glucose in it. It has Lucozade or anything like that. Don't be putting Red Bull in it or like that, that's not the right thing. So yeah, so hopefully we've caught this in time. We'll keep it inside, as you can see it's in our garage. Keep it away from the other birds, and this is a good bit of advice, right? Smell the bird. So not its head, because it's going to stink. Smell around its nose, right? If it doesn't smell like this one done, you get a thing called infectious cause, I think it's called. It's like a respiratory disease. The symptoms look very similar to what this is. So it'll have a puffed up eye, its nose will be blocked, everything. But it has a rotten smell. If I smell this bear, if it had that, I'd just, and that'd be it done. Because it spreads through your full flock. But I don't let any birds in to my flock from outside. So in theory, I shouldn't get that. And I hatch all the eggs myself here from my own beds. So give it a sniff. And all chickens have a stink. But that don't smell real bad. So I could smell that, it's fine. If you give this chicken a bath, it'd be absolutely fine. But if you smell it, and it's rotten, and its eyes are really puffed up, nose completely blocked, and it's gasping. So where this one, look, if you can look at if you just look there, its eyes are a little bit swollen, but I've just moved the air out the eye. And if you just look at the mouth, it's not really, really gasping. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos, and people, they give a lot of advice, and there's too much to digest for a person who's keeping chickens in the back garden. We have thousands, all pure breed. So I'm just talking from experience. I'm not a vet, so go to a vet if you're not sure. Right? So yeah, so just another look. So look at the eye. So the eyes, you can see it's a little bit swollen around there. It's a bit swollen. Its nose is blocked, and it's not mouth breathing, but your bird may be mouth breathing. But the biggest giveaway is the smell. And there's not a lot there. It smells like a chicken, if you know what I mean. If you smell it and it smells like a sweaty arsehole or bumhole, like really rotten smell, then it's more likely to be infectious cause. I think that's how you say it. It's a respiratory disease. So that's the best thing to do at this point. And if you look, the chicken's it's pretty all right. It's not breathing too bad. So yeah, do that, check that. If you want to go to a vet, go to a vet. But I'll tell you now, 99 times out of 100, they'll just give antibiotics. What you found with antibiotics is there's tarlacin, doxycycline, amoxicillin, they're all acillin anyway, and you get positive and negative antibiotics, right? So what you can do is if you're keeping a lot of chickens and you want something on the shelf, buy yourself a bag of buy a bag of glucose, so you can mix a bit of that into your water. It gives them a little bit more energy, just a spoonful every litre, just sugar, same as a Lucozade. If you buy some amoxicillin and tarlacin, it's about 20 quid off eBay or 5 quid off Wish. And just keep it in your cupboard. And when you get a sick bird, just put a gram of each into each litre of water, and that drinker with 4 litres will last at least a month. Or, a month, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and it'll be completely over it by the time it's finished. You don't need to do injections and all that. So just keep that in your on your shelf. But this is good. This is good advice, because I spent years when I first got a chicken and I went to the vets and give me this antibiotic, then he give me that antibiotic, and at the end of the day they're all the same. You just get a positive and a negative antibiotic. So basically they work on different bacteria within the chicken. So if you have 2 different types in your shelf, you're guaranteed to really get a grip of it. Or what you can do, mix a little bit of liquid in a syringe down the neck. So I won't go on anymore, but that'll give you some good advice. And hopefully, when I do another video a couple of days, this chicken will be in the video, and it won't have died. Because what chickens die of, just one last thing, is they die because they don't eat. They stand there, fed up, don't eat, don't drink, and that's what kills the chickens. They actually kill themselves because they're fed up. So yeah, right, we'll get this one fed, give it a bit of sugar water, and I think it should be alright. We've got it inside. We've got an heater on, so it's about 20 degrees in here. 25 degrees all the time. And that's the main thing. They're outside, they lose weight. That's what a vet told me. The vet told me all chickens die because they lose weight. Whatever disease they get, 99 times out of 100, it's because they lose weight and don't eat. So there you go, right? Hope you like my YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe. All I have is chickens. So I've took the phone off my daughter. Just to give you an idea, we have quails that we keep here. These are little growers for our farm. And then we have all chicken pens and all that. I'm not going to do videos where people talk complete and utter bollocks, because some of the stuff you see on YouTube, like all the different stuff they come out with, that it's just not realistic. Do you know, in the real world, things are different than some of these people's, stick garlic in your water and all that. It works, it helps, it keeps your birds healthy. But when you've got a problem like this, unfortunately, garlic ain't going to help. So I'm here for the real world stuff, if you like. But like I say, make sure you go to a vet. Don't take my advice, because I'm not a vet. But I've got a lot of years of experience looking after chickens. I've had chickens get sick what I've bought in. So I've been to buy a chicken off somebody, had it 2 days. It's happened to me last year. I bought 3 chickens off somebody from the back garden, what was supposed to be the best chickens, and it wiped out half a dozen. So big advice, do not buy chickens off anybody. Buy hatching eggs. Give them a disinfect before you put them in your incubator, and do that yourself. All right, stay safe, everybody, with the coronavirus, and have a good week. See ya.